What's up, everybody? Oh, all right. I get you. I get you. Let me do something right here. Done. Get back. There you go.
Ready, steady, go.
Yeah, I'm back. Let me go do something else over here. New format, new everything. Going into the new year, all dialed in and ready to go. I think it's time, let's get that public so we can get comments. Yep, change. All right, we're good. We good. If you notice, no new intros, no nothing. Let me see. So instead of the intro, the old intros I used to do, now I'm just going to play music. I don't give a shit. I don't care. What's going to happen to me? Yeah, jump right into the show. Since it's just me, which is fine with just me. So like I said, welcome to the podcast. You know the name, I'm not going to say it. Streaming live right now over, I don't know, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, G Live, D Live, that. Bunch of different, look, I got a new microphone. This is a good one too. Allison, what's up, my friend? Yeah. Where was I? I'm streaming live. I'm doing it live. I'm back. I'm back. I'm in my church. I'm in my church. I have to get used to this new mic. See, if I talk back here, it sounds different. But if I talk right here, it sounds good. Gives me that bass. That Barry White voice. Patty, good to see you again. That's a new lamp. You know that lamp. Everybody knows that lamp. That's my Christmas lamp. Yeah, so it's just me. I think you all know kind of what happened. And I'm not going to get into that. Jim Harris, king of the villages in Florida. The golf cart king. That's what I'll call him. Yeah, so it's going to be just me. Like I said, I think most of you might know what happened, and that's that. We move on from that. We just do things differently now. This is another iteration. Is that what you say? How come I'm not? Look at this. I like this song. There we go. Yeah, it's another iteration of Milk Crates and Turntables, episode 165 or something. This is the third change. Is my microphone too loud? I've come out of exile. November was a fucking busy month for me. Does my mic sound loud or is that just me? See, this is the thing. When you get a new mic and you don't really, you can't gauge it because you're talking to yourself, right? But I'll do all right. I'll be fine. Yeah. November was crazy. Like started the month off on a cruise, so I couldn't do the show. Then I came back and it was Veterans Day, and that week was crazy busy for me. And in the following week, I'm glad to be back, Allison. Allison Lundy says, glad you're back. And the following week was the infamous Things Are Changing episode. You can go back and listen to it. It stands out. You'll know which one it is. And then I got busy, Thanksgiving, and so I kind of took the month off. Yeah. But I'm back with the new format. Now I'm just, it's a new format. It's everything is subject to change now. I'm not freaking out like I used to, and like, what am I gonna do? And I used to come into these like when things were changing, and I would be all anxious, and I hope it works because I love this. I mean, this month. Let me tell you this. This month, I really came to the conclusion that this show, Milk Crates and Turntables, for whatever it is, with its cult following, as I say, is my church. This is like my church. This is the one time during the week where I get to just fucking talk about music for as long as I want, which that's church to me. And now that I'm doing it alone, I don't care. Hey, church, it only takes one, right? Just like with an AA meeting, it only takes two to have a meeting. Well, I got Allison and Jim and Dave and Patty. So we got a meeting. We got a show. So this is the new format. This is what I've come up with. And you guys have input now. You've been watching and listening. And if you have any ideas, you can always let me know. I'll give you you can reach me at because I have this Milk Crates and Turntables at gmail.com, but I never really check it. And why do I fucking have it? I don't know. But if you have any ideas, I guess I could start checking it. Let me know. It's probably got a lot of shit in there. I'm a bad host. I'm a bad podcaster. I should be checking to see if you guys are reaching out to me. But everyone reaches out to me through Facebook and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking a particular song. I was driving, like this came up like last week. And I'm driving in the car and I'm doing whatever I'm doing, going to whatever meeting or whatever I'm going to. And this song comes on the radio. And I'm like, you know what? Let me see. It's right here. Let me see. This song right here. And I was like, this is a badass motherfucking song. This was my jam back in the day. I was just a kid, but let me turn this up. Yeah. So I'm going to stop that right there because I'm going to talk about this song. And so what I'm going to do is maybe from week to week, I'm just going to pick a song that I hear and I'm going to break it down. But first I'm going to give like 10 facts about the song or about the band, kind of cool shit. Give you a little background on the song. I was getting, nope, not Sly. No, Dave Phillips, King of the 45s. You just got an F. Oh, boy. You know the song. You just guessed wrong. I just made that up. Ha! Is that my new tagline now? You know the song. You just got it wrong. So I'm hearing the song and I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just do this? Why don't I just grab a song each week, maybe two, and break it down? Like I said, I'm going to give you 10 facts about the band or the song. I'm going to give you like the lineup. This is a 70s song, so it'll appeal to some people. But I also, if like say Gen Xers are listening, Gen Xers are they're turning out, they grew up. Gen Xers grew up. And now, well, okay, they're trying to take credit for the shit that boomers did, but that's okay. That's okay. They act like they invented big wheels, jumping over trash barrels. It's all right. It's all right. I'll give it to them. They didn't invent it, but, hey, good for you. So Gen Xers, I noticed a lot of them like older music. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take this song and hopefully like they hear it and go, you know what, that's a pretty fucking cool song. then they get turned on to either the song or the band or whatever. So, Dave Phillips, King of the 45s, I'm going to play this bass line, and let me see if you can guess it again. Here we go. Oh, that's some shit right there. Oh, listen to that. That's that that fucking bass line is insane. It's insanely good. It might sound simple to you, but that is a fucking groove of a bass line. Now, Dave Phillips, I'm gonna wait for you to message in. Tell me if you know the song. If anybody knows what it is, it's kind of like Name That Tune. I just added something to the show. Now I'm going to tell you why I changed things up. I'm not beating a dead horse here. I'm not beating a dead horse here. That sounded like I said horsehair, right? I'm not going to beat a dead horse. But my ex co-host Lou, he didn't really like the episode where I kind of called him out. And, well, rightfully, maybe, I don't know, right, wrong, or indifferent, it happened. And he leaves this, no, not play that funky music, no. He leaves this somewhat scathing comment on the YouTube channel, right? Underneath, you got to go read it. Go to the YouTube channel, the Milk Crates and Turntables. It's not Sly, no. And under that episode, I think it's called where, when politics gets in the way or whatever. He leaves this scathing comment. And nope, not Hollywood swinging, nope. And he says the podcast is it relies on AI too much now. Because I played the you make the call, and I pulled them up through AI. It's easier. And they were good anyway. And he says that the podcast, Milk Crates and Turntables, all right, people, just don't get upset. He called it a sinking ship. Like, my podcast was called A Sinking Ship by a disgruntled ex-employee. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. And I want to let you know, I harbor no ill will against Lou. I don't. I was never mad at him. I was never angry. And this is just to finish that off because, well, I breached the subject, so. But he said I rely too much on AI. The show turned into a game show. He called it a game show. But it was entertaining for the people. I'm not defending. I'm just saying, And he showed up every week. And it's a sinking ship. So I said, you know what? I will take that criticism. Absolutely. If that's what he thought it was, then you know what? That's his parting gift to me. In other words, you got to change your shit up sometime. Now, I got a little lost in it. I'm not, this isn't an excuse, but, I'm running a nonprofit. Now I started a nonprofit. I'm running it. It's doing pretty good, veteran nonprofit, One Man, One Mic Foundation. If you want to see what we're doing, go to onemanonemic.foundation.org. And if you're a veteran and you're interested, reach out to me. You can do it through the website. So I did get lazy. I did get lazy for a little while. It's going to happen after 160 plus episodes. But for the most part, I'm back and I'm taking that parting gift and I'm changing it up and I'm going to make it informative. And at the same time, and this is all new. So you guys that are watching are helping to kind of mold this. So we already start off with Name That Tune, which isn't that a game show though? Would that be disappointing? Oh, you know what I didn't do? For the viewers that are the people that are watching, I'm missing something, right? What's missing in my screen? What's missing on my that you see every week? It's noticeable. You're probably not going to notice. But if you're watching, this is what I'm missing. Just one. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. No. And got it. I don't know. What happened? What the fuck happened? All right, let me get rid of that and try it again. Something happened to this app. Oh, here we go. There you go, behind me. I lit up the world. There you go. All right. I don't even know where I was. So, yeah, game show, whatever. So we're gonna play, kind of name that tune, and Dave Phillips is just bombing. Let me play it. Let me play the beginning again. I'll let it go a little longer. It's not Sly and the Family Stone. All right. It's not play that funky music, white boy. No. Let's see. This was their first hit. This band is their first album, first hit. Came out in 1974. Here we go. I mean, come on, that's you got to know. This song was on the radio. It charted. Come on, Dave Phillips. Now this is funk, okay, but it was on the radio. Dave Phillips was around in 74. I was around in 74 listening to it. Dave's older than me. Patty was around in 74. Listen, I'm sure she heard it a number of times. Yeah, a lot actually. But I'm not getting anything. So the name of the song is Skin Tight by my favorite funk group. Allison Lundy. Allison Lundy, for the listeners on the podcast channels. She said, "Oh my God, my drug-induced years." That a girl. Well, okay. I don't think you're alone there. I don't think you're alone. I'm just going to reference Patty's 45s like I do almost every show that she sent me that smell like patchouli and incense because I was covering up the weed smell. I know. Here we go again. But Patty, just had to bring it up. So, yeah, the name of the song is Skin Tight by the Ohio Players. Right? Now, the Ohio Players formed in 1959. And there you go. Oh, Jesus, Dave Phillips just absolutely dated himself. He said Skin Tight was a great bump song. Now, that was a dance back in the day. Do the bump. Yeah, that hip check. It's like a little hip check, right? Do the bump. Good one, Dave Phillips. You redeemed yourself. Patty says OMG. Yep. The Ohio Players, they formed in 1959. Now, it seems like a long time ago, and it is. But when they came out in 74, they had put their time in, right? They put their time in. They were originally called the Ohio Untouchables, right? Now, they're known for their funk, soul, R&B, but they're funk. They're a funk band. The breakthrough album was this one, Skin Tight. It came out in 74. And they had a couple hits on it. It was in the Hot 100 in 1975. Love Roller Coaster was. I'm sorry, I jumped the coaster. They always had these really kind of, not like Herb Alpert album covers, but the Ohio Players had some pretty sexy black girls on the albums of their covers. I'll just say that. And when you're a kid, you're looking at that, you're like, God damn. Right? And let me see. And they've the Ohio Players have been sampled quite a bit, but rap kind of, I have a not a love-hate with sampling. I don't think it's lazy in a sense. I think the upside of sampling from hip hop bands is they bring attention to the song again. Like, so that this song gets sampled. The whole generation never heard it, but all of a sudden they hear it sampled in a rap song. Someone's going to dig it out. Someone's going to go listen to it. Someone's going to play it on Spotify. Someone's going to buy the album. So it kind of gives them a little bit of to use Dave Phillips' word, bump. Gives them a little bump, right? So they had a bunch of lineup changes over the years, but the original lineup was Leroy Sugarfoot Bonner. He was the lead vocals and guitar, and I'm going to get to him in a second because there's somebody, Sly Stone was the father of disco. Yeah. Sly and the Family Stone is in a category all their own. They literally are in a category all their own. Yeah, you can call them funk, but they're just on like the highest level. That band, they're fucking genius, just genius. Sly and the Family Stone. But the Ohio Players, you had Walter Juni Morrison on keyboards, vocal, and guitar. You had Billy Beck, keyboards and vocals. Clarence Satchel, saxophone and vocals. Robert Peanut Word, bass guitar. That boom, 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 boom. See that shit? That's like when I hear that, I'm just like, damn, that shit's good. And Michael Guitar Smith on drums. Literally on drums. Yeah. So, and they went through a bunch of lineups. But this is the thing about where the Ohio Players and Kool and the Gang and Sly and the Family Stone, there's one thing that all those bands have in common. All their song, their music. And it's an integral part of funk. And it's really not talked about. Like, in funk, the bass is like the lead guitar. It really is. The bass is prominent in most all funk songs. But there's another thing. Yeah, bass guitar, like Dave Phillips said, king of the 45s. The bass is like the lead guitar. The horn section. They all have a horn section. That's what adds to that. That horn section in funk bands just gives it that next level of sound. It's almost what separates it from soul and R&B. That's just my opinion. But horn sections are very intricate in good funk bands. And you had Clarence Satchel playing saxophone, alto and tenor, Walter Juni Morrison, he's the keyboards and vocal guy, but he also played the horn, played horns in the arrangements. But that's what separates it. And they have a really good, that horn section is only 3 people. Now they would go on tour and they would have these, outstanding musicians go out with them and play. And they were big live band. Like they put on big shows, which was the 70s, right? So if you think about it, the 70s, it's all about big shows. Other than this, like even the Who and the Rolling Stones, you get into rock, they were big productions. They weren't big productions, they were big shows. Loud, action-packed. Now you had like the Ohio Players would go out, or Parliament, or Parliament Funkadelic. Sly and the Family Stone, and you got a lot of people up on stage, and there's a lot going on for the concert goer. There's a lot going on, which is brilliant because it's not a distraction. It just adds to the appeal and the energy of the show for the audience, and that's why they did that. And some of them put on some really good shows, some of them, but. So Skin Tight was produced. So they produced this album. The Ohio Players were the producers, which is rare back then. Jay Giles had a horn section. Dave Phillips, yep, they did. And they got to produce this album, and it charted. It sold. It has staying power. April, welcome to the show, April. April Bernard, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Exactly. Now, their horn section and their big shows, and they're more R&B, soul than funk, but they have their share of funky songs. But horn section, again, unbelievable. But the horn section in this song, it sounds like there's like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 horns going at the same time. There's only 3 of them. There's only 3 of them doing it. And hold on, let me just jump this ahead. All right. So I'm going to start this again. We're gonna play this, and I might stop it. I don't know. Like I said, this is all new. But and by the way, I realized that I can play this song. Facebook used to shut the video down. They would stop the live stream, or they interrupt it, or it would be muted. But now what they do is I get these messages, and it says your video has been monetized by the rights owner of the video, which makes all the sense in the world. Like, they should get paid if I'm playing this song. I'm not paying them. And that's a debate in the podcasting world, if you should, play music that's not yours. But I guess it's the way you look at it. I'm promoting it. I'm saying who it is. I'm not claiming the rights to it. But so they don't take it down anymore. And YouTube, the thing you don't want on a YouTube channel is a strike. If you get a strike against your channel, that's not good, because it's literally 3 strikes and your channel is done. They kick it off the platform. And what they give me is a lot of copyright violations that doesn't affect the channel. And I think, again, any monetization goes to, the creator of the song. But so I'm going to stop playing these songs until they tell me not to. So, and here we go. I'm going to play this one. I'm going to do commentary during it, but here we go. I just love this fucking bass line. Now, the lead singer, there's a band that came along in the 80s. Yeah. It sounds a little like the Ohio Plays singer. You are bad, bad misses. Oh, yeah. And then, skin tight bitches. Yeah. Running folks in ditches. Baby, about to bust the stitches. How could there be people that don't like this? Skin tight. There's that horn section. There it is. Sounds like Chicago, doesn't it? Little Chicago in that. That's where I get that vibe from that. So there's 2 versions of this song. I'm going to end up cutting this short because there's 2 versions. There's the radio edit of this song, which is 3 minutes and 38 seconds long. But I don't like the radio edit. Love the lyrics. Sing it, baby. Skin tight. Yeah. So the other version of the song is 7 minutes and 54 seconds. And I'm not playing the 7 minute 54. I have it. That's the version I have. Because when I'm in my car listening to this, it's cranked, windows open. Like, you're gonna hear this song. There's that Chicago vibe again. Oh, Sly and the Family Stone was funk. Yeah. April. Yeah. All right, listen to his voice, right? Let's see. My favorite part of the song is coming up. Right, it's coming up. This little keyboard solo coming up is my favorite part. Love that. Simple keys, but just fucking. Love that shit. This is where it starts. Breakdown. Yeah, that. The rest of it is just a jam. If you keep listening to this version. No. Patty says, "Do they sing Money?" No. Isn't Money? Isn't that the? For the Love of Money. Is that? No, it's not the OJ's. Fuck. You caught me off guard. Let me look. The Love of Money. It's song. How can I forget that? It is the OJ's. I was okay. All right. It's the OJ's. For the Love of Money. So that song, I'm just saying that shit is just absolute funk royalty right there. That's fucking perfect funk song. Turn up, let's play this. Oh. See, I got used to having music in the background. Dave Phillips, King of the 45s, messages in. Roxbury Crossing was the band that played Tony C's in the living room back in the day. Okay. All right. That's where I'm originally from, Roxbury. Right down the street from Roxbury Crossing, actually. Yeah, we were the last white family to move out of the projects. So what? I can say I was oppressed. Oh, shit, here we go. I'm not going to go down that road. Yeah. They started throwing rocks through our windows, but, what are you going to do? You know what? So this came out in 1974. What else do we got on this? You know what? I'm going to give you, now that we kind of, the song, I could talk about the song all night. I really could. But I think you get it. The bass line, the horns. Oh, this is what I wanted to pull up. So the guy, the singer, right? Walter Juni Morrison. I'm going to pull this up. And this, I don't know. This guy sounds a little like him. Maybe by design, maybe not. But here we go. Why won't it play now? Let's get out of here. Here we go. Does he sound like him? Skin tight. Right? Lead singer from Cameo. Sounded a little like the Ohio Players. Sounded like Junie. I don't know. I'm just saying. Sounds a little, but hey, listen. Cameo, they had a nice little run too. Now, this is their big song. I'm going to jump into another song. I'm going to get back in a minute. I have the top 10 songs of the year from 1974. I got some movies that came out in 74. Now, this podcast, this iteration of Milk Crates and Turntables, I don't know I don't think it's going to be 2 hours. It's going to range from what mood I'm in and what I'm talking about. Tonight I might just hit an hour, and then and we build from there. And you get to listen to some pretty fucking cool songs. But I'm going to get back to Ohio Players in 97. But now that I'm on this band right here, I mean, everyone loves Cameo, right? Everybody loves Cameo. They were on the radio. I don't care if you were a metalhead or a new wave junkie, or whatever you wanted. Everybody liked fucking Cameo. I don't care who you were, right? But this song, and you know, this is an interesting song by them, the one I'm about to play, because they don't do the majority of the singing in the song. And it was a minor hit for them, which I found interesting, that they don't do the majority of the singing. They have, like, they do a little bit of like the hook. Dave Phillips, a very good show. Good, buddy. I'm glad you like the new iteration of Milk Crates and Turntables. It's gonna be a lot more fun now. Now that I'm gonna play music and we can listen to music together and hang out. And if you're driving in your car listening, you get to hear some good song and learn a little bit about it, and you know, and we'll see where it goes from here. But you know what I'm gonna do right now? I got this. I'm gonna bite my fingernail. Hold on. I had this little piece. You ever have that on your fingernail? Like there's just one little corner of your fingernail that's like just a little sharp, and you're too lazy to go get a pair of clippers. You know what I mean? So you bite it off. That's what I just did. Now this song came out. Let me see. I'm gonna say this song came out that I'm about to play by Cameo. I think it was probably 86. I think the song came out in 86. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. It's a great song by Cameo, but again, they do not do the majority of the singing. They do the hook. So here we go. Another little bass in there. Don't, 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 don't. Yeah. It's like candy. Yeah. This is a great song. And it's the bass. Carries it right through. Yeah. Love Cameo, right? They were good club music, I'll tell you that. Back in the day, Cameo they were steady in the clubs and in the bars too. Yeah. Maybe I'll talk about them one of these episodes. Cameo's an interesting band. So you know what I'm going to do? Let me give you... Yeah, groovy, right? There you go. Look at you. Patty Ossie and Dave Phillips throwing out some heavy hitting boomer shit tonight. Like, they've been waiting for the show to come back. Like, Dave Phillips brings up the bump. Like, what the fuck? I haven't heard about the bump in fucking 40 years. Dave Phillips, and then Patty drops the groovy. I think we should bring that word back. What do you think? Groovy. That shit's groovy. I'm just going to start saying it. I'm just going to start saying that every once in a while. That shit's groovy, man. And just see what people do. Yeah, just act like I say it all the time. Oh, yeah, you wanted me for lunch? Groovy, man. Yeah, groovy. Let's see what they do. What do you mean groovy? What? I'm just saying. It's fucking groovy. What? What the fuck is groovy? Yeah, come on. What does it sound like? And see, the word groovy sounds groovy. Like, when you say it, you kind of know what it means. Even if you don't know what it means, you kind of know, right? It's the way you say it too. Like you don't say groovy. No. You don't go, it's groovy. No, you don't do that either. You don't go, groovy. No. You like, groovy is like groovy. Yeah. Groovy, man. Like, you know what it is. You know it's fucked up? The more you say it, the more fucked up it sounds. Like, keep saying groovy. By about the 10th time, like I just did, you're going to go, that's kind of a fucked up word. It really doesn't mean anything. Cool. Cool's there. Cool's always used it. Cool has been around since Fonzie, right? So, let me give you the, since we're talking about 74, listen to this top 10 songs of the year. What the fuck is groovy unless you're in the groove? That's right, buddy. Dave Phillips, King of the 45s. You two guys are rolling. You two made this show. And then Allison with the drug-induced comment. You guys own the show tonight. You own it. Came right out from the gate. Drug-induced years, the bump, groovy. Oh, if this is not a fucking boomer episode, I don't know what is. But hopefully there's people out there listening that like it, you know? Now listen to this top 10. Listen how eclectic this top 10 was for the year in 1974. Top 10 songs of 1974. Turn that down a little. Number 10 in 1974 was Eric Clapton, his remake, his cover of I Shot the Sheriff. Which one do you like better, by the way? You like the Bob Marley version? Wait a minute. Allison Lundy says, wait till I put fairy lights on my bong for... Oh, that's fucking beautiful. We just had a bong reference. This show has already far exceeded my expectations. It has already far exceeded my expectations. I think this is going to be a good, fun format for a little while, and we'll see what evolves. We'll see what comes out of it. So number 10 in 1974 was I Shot the Sheriff, and I said, you like the Eric Clapton version or the Bob Marley version? Right? I don't know. All right, let me see. 80s R&B hits. Let me just let me throw some shit out here. I don't like these. Sometimes these playlists, they look good on Spotify, and then you go and you're like, they're not real. It's not really that good. Oh, this song. Oh, shit. I'm going to tell you this. All right. I'm going to tell you. I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to say it. Back in the day, back in the 80s, right? In my absolute prime, right? Most of us had our decade of prime. If this, I don't know how this is going to come across. There's two albums, two cassettes. There's two cassettes that are just big in my catalog. And the first one is if you were a girl and we're getting together and we're I'm gonna pull up this one. I have to play it, so and you're with me, and this song comes on. Oh shit. Oh shit. This was it was on. Let's see if you know who it is. Oh shit. My girl. Yeah. April, you're lucky you weren't around me if this song came on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know. I couldn't be responsible for my actions. Just saying. Little hot number like you back in the 80s. I don't know. The song comes on. I don't know, April. Susan Haskell says hello. Hi, Susan. I had a nice Thanksgiving. I hope you did too. April says, oh, please. I don't know. So that song, right? The Sade. If Sade popped on my cassette, then we're in the car. But this one was the you might not know what this song is. You might not know, but I'm gonna tell you. This cassette was the jam. Oh, this was like, oh shit now. Todd Sockman, Big Head Todd, the Wet Sprocket. I'm here entertainment. You're 46 minutes late. Don't interrupt my makeout song. Big Head Todd. Oh. Oh, sucky now. This brings back some memories. I don't remember their names, but I remember the song coming on. Just saying. Not misogynistic, just saying. But if this came on, it was all good. Al B. Shaw. Al B. Shaw is a Boston boy. He's a Boston boy. Oh, he's caught up in that in another way, though. This song, oh shit. That song come on, it's just that. That was that. It was on. Al B. Shaw has a connection to Diddy. All right? But it's not what you think. So there were four people. I'm gonna give you a little Diddy background because I've been following this shit for a while, right? And I'm a hip hop head, and I followed some shit, and I didn't know like what they're saying is. You knew something wasn't right, but this is fucking bizarre, right? So this guy Andre Harrell in 1986 starts Uptown Records, okay? Uptown Records was, they were kind of up and coming, like R&B and soul, a little hip hop in there. And they're doing all right. And in 1990, Diddy, Sean Combs at the time, gets an internship there. And he starts producing and Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, I think Heavy D and the Boys, right? And Kim Porter. Kim Porter ended up Diddy's wife that died, right? The mysterious death. Well, Kim Porter was originally married to Al B. Shaw. All right? Kim Porter has a kid with Al B. Shaw, and then they break, and Diddy kind of steals her away. But then, like, through time, strange shit happens to the four people I just mentioned. Andre Harrell dies of pneumonia / heart issues. Right? Heavy D dies of what they thought was pneumonia, but heart issues. Kim Porter dies a mysterious death. Now, let me jump back. They had to let Diddy go. So Andre Harrell got to cut Diddy loose because he had he had Notorious B.I.G. with him. Now, Notorious B.I.G. was pretty, he was pretty raw, and they weren't sure they really wanted to do that. So they cut Diddy loose, and 2 weeks later, he starts Bad Boy Records with Notorious B.I.G., who was his money maker. But anyway, back to the story. So Andre Harrell dies, pneumonia/heart disease. Heavy D dies, pneumonia, maybe heart disease. Kim Porter dies, pneumonia/heart disease. Albie Shore gets pneumonia. Doesn't die. Now, they were all kind of intertwined with one way or another with Diddy. The weird thing is, 3 of them, Harrell, Kim Porter, and Heavy D, were all in the process of doing tell-all books. Well, that was going to include Diddy. Albie Shore was doing a documentary. You know who was probably going to get mentioned in that? Dead. Albie Shore, now he recovered, but it's just kind of weird, right? And I'm going to give you a little tip. If you didn't know this, the whistleblower on Diddy, maybe some of you do know this, the whistleblower was, of all people, Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx was hanging with Diddy. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you remember this. Jamie Foxx got pneumonia. I'm not laughing at that. You know what I'm laughing at? The coincidence. Got pneumonia. Almost died. And on the Choke No Joke podcast, he makes the statement, Diddy did something to me. Diddy did something. Right? And then, like April says, Jamie Foxx disappears. Like, drops off the face of the earth. Big star, right? Drops off the face of the earth. Diddy goes to jail, right? Who pops up in the Dallas Cowboys owner's box with Jerry Jones? Jamie Foxx. Whose comedy special comes out? Who goes out and does a comedy special after Diddy's in jail? Jamie Foxx. Coincidence? I think not. Right? I might bring out a little Diddy shit every week. I might just start doing that shit. But that's the lead off to it all. There's a lot more coming. There's a lot of names involved. And now remember all of this. Let me say take this all with a grain of salt. I am coming from the rumor zone, okay? That's all we're gonna say. So I don't get fucking sued. Or whatever. Get my channel pulled down. It's all rumor. It's all speculation. It's all coincidence. Yeah, coincidence. All right, let's get back to this. Number 10 in 1974, I Shot the Sheriff. People said they liked Bob Marley's version better. Eric Clapton's is hard to beat. Bob Marley's hard to beat, but it's one of those, I guess you could flip a coin. Number 9, Waterloo by ABBA. Number 9 song in the year 1974. Oh, April, the baby oil. I'll give you my theory on that next week. And Patty says, everybody keeps up with the Diddy shit. It's amazing, but I'm going to talk more about it next week. We'll just keep this going. Number 9, Waterloo. Number 8 song in the year 1974, Billy Don't Be a Hero by Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods. Now, think of those 3 songs in a row. I Shot the Sheriff by Eric Clapton, Waterloo by ABBA, Billy Don't Be a Hero. Those are just the 10, 9, and 8. This is an extremely eclectic group of songs in 74. Oh, Big Head Todd the West Rocket says, or I might get pneumonia. The funniest part of this whole statement is he actually correctly spelled the word pneumonia. You know that. Does this chat have a spell check? There's no way he spelled that on his own. I don't care if he was chief of police, some big city in California. He's a big guy, big head Todd the West Rocket. I was a chief of police. I made it to the top. You still don't know how to spell pneumonia. You fucking look that up. That's all I'm saying. All right, number seven. So we went the Billy Don't Be a Hero, Bo Donald's. Number 7, Rock Your Baby by George McCrae. Rock Your Baby. Number 6, Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin. Could you find 5 songs more different than those? Right? It just gets better. Number 5 is Come and Get Your Love by Redbone. Come and get your love down, 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 down. Which that song actually has some serious legs. You've probably heard it more than you think you have. That shit's in movie, like Guardians of the Galaxy brought it back to like prominence. But it's been in a lot of songs. It's been in a lot of movies, TV shows. It still gets played on classic rock stations. So good for Redbone. Number 4, Seasons in the Sun by Terry Jacks. Like, what the fuck was going on in 74? Like, you had, you had these story songs. That was the thing. Story songs. What's the matter with your head? Yeah, right? What's the matter with your head? April said that. So you get Seasons in the Sun at number 4. Number 3, Love is a Battlefield by my boys, the Ohio Players. Yeah, look at that. Big ups to them. They had the number 3 song in 1974. Yeah. So in 74, think of this, in 74, I was 10 going on 11, right? 73, I was 11 going on 12, I think. Whatever it was. I was born in 63, so 73, I was 10. I was 11. We'll say I was 11 years old. And I'm 11 years old, and I'm listening to the Ohio Players. Like, that's kind of some advanced shit, I think, for an 11-year-old kid. That's why I got all this useless fucking knowledge in my head. All right, number 2 song in 1974, Benny and the Jets. Benny and the Jets. We all know who sang that. The number 1 song in 1974 was from a movie. It was from a movie, 1974. And it was with Robert Redford. Robert Redford was in it, I believe. And let me see. That, you know what? Benny and the Jets was actually studio live. All that live sound was added in studio. That was not really a live song. It wasn't recorded live. They made it sound recorded live. In case you were wondering. The Way We Were by Barbra Streisand. Number 1 song of 1974. Yep, April got it. The Way We Were, yep. Yeah, those are 10 absolutely, totally different songs. With the exception of Season in the Sun and Billy Don't Be a Hero. Story songs, you know. But let me give you some movies. The number 1 movie in 1974 was Godfather Part 2. Then you had Chinatown with Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway. The Exorcist came out in 1974. Those 3 right there. Oh, then now where I grew up, everybody that's watching is pretty much they grew up in the same place I did, Winthrop, Mass. It's right outside of Boston. We all saw these movies at the same place, Kincaid Cinema, right? Small town, beachfront community, 6 miles from downtown Boston. It was the greatest place in the world to grow up. We had the beach and we had the city right there. Easy access. Blazing Saddles came out in 74. And in the same year, I didn't know this. I never really put this together. Two of the funniest movies in the history of movies, right? Two of the funniest movies in the history of movies came out in 74. Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. I mean, I dare you to come up with two comedies better than those two movies, but yet came out in the same year. That I don't know. I don't think you can get a year that had two comedies better than that. Maybe, but you'd have to show me. The Conversation came out. Francis Ford Coppola, starring Gene Hackman. Great movie. Mel Brooks was Zorro asking. Yeah. April, yeah. Murder on the Orient Express. If you've never seen the original, you might want to watch it. Murder on the Orient Express came out in 74. I mean, it was a great movie. Great movie. Albert Finney plays Hercule Poirot. I could never say his name. The Towering Inferno. Wasn't that the first disaster movie? Was Towering Inferno the first one, or was the Poseidon Adventure? Which one came first? I don't know. And which one did you like better, Towering Inferno or the Poseidon Adventure? For you boomers out there. Not that shitty remake, Poseidon Adventure, that I would not waste my time watching. And most people don't even know that it probably was a remake, or there was a remake of it, but never went anywhere. Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, directed by Martin Scorsese. Right? Ellen Burstyn was in that. Jesus, 74? All right. Let me see. MASH. MASH, the movie, came out in 74. No, that was the TV show. I'm sorry. The TV show came out in 74. I just jumped past. I never saw The Parallax View. That was the number 10 movie in 1974. Warren Beatty is a reporter investigating a secretive organization involved in political assassinations. Chris Christopherson, R.I.P. April. MASH came out for TV shows. MASH came out in 74. All in the Family in 74. Mary Tyler Moore Show in 74. The Waltons in 74. Come on, man. Happy Days in 74. Sanford and Son in 74. Columbo in 74. The Rockford Files in 74. Good Times in 74. And Emergency. Wah, 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 wah. Come on, man. Has TV ever been better than that? What the fuck? Hit after, I mean, these are all fucking legendary TV shows. Damn. Yeah, we had it good. We had it so good back then. Shit. We had it good. Kids today, they don't know. They just don't know. But I'm not going to be that old guy. So I fucking turned 61 in, I don't know, 12 days. Fucking 61. What the fuck? Let me see. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it. I think I went over an hour. Big Head Todd DeWitt Sprocket jumped in. So everything. Patty was there. Dave was there. April joined the show. Right. We were. I mean, Allison started the show off. I mean, we're back to normal. We're gonna be good. I think I could do this. You think I could do this? Think I could do it by myself? I think I might be able to. Patty says I just turned 69. Oh. But you look 49. Yeah. Boom, boom. Allison says, have a very happy birthday. When is let me see, it's the 18th. What's the date today? Will I be able to, let me see, 5, 12. I'll do it. I'll be back next Thursday before my birthday. Yeah, I'll be back next Thursday, 7 o'clock, as usual. I'll have another song. I'll have some more stuff to talk about. We'll talk a little more about Diddy. See what's up with that mess. Patty says, aren't you sweet? And then under her breath, she's like, bullshit artist. I don't lie, Patty. I don't lie. Allison says, okay then, yes. And everybody, I want to thank you for listening on the podcast channels. We've gone over 30,000 downloads, which is not bad considering I never promote this. I always appreciate people listening from the beginning, and there's no end in sight. Nothing's going to start, as I said at the beginning of the episode. Let me see something. There we go. This is what I like. I love techno. Yeah. I always loved techno and house music. Always.
This is my church.
Yes, it is.
This is where I heal my hurts.
Yes.
It's in natural grace.
Yes.
Or watching young life shape. It's in minor keys. Solutions and remedies. Enemies becoming friends when bitterness ends.
This is my church.
This is my church.
Yeah, this is where I heal my hurts.
This is my church.
And in case you're wondering, the song is called God is a DJ. And it's by a group called Faithless. They're English. They're a British band. But he gets into, let me see. Let me roll this up.
Respect, love, compassion.
There's one good part in this song that I love.
This is where I heal my hurts. For tonight,
Here we go.
God is a DJ.
Damn right he is. God is a DJ.
For tonight, God is a
Tonight, God is a podcaster. I can change the lyrics. I don't care. I just love techno. So get used to hearing some of this stuff. I couldn't play it before because there's people, they weren't really into it. But I love this shit. How can you not? It's always upbeat. All right, everybody. Like I said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you liked it, share it. If you didn't, well, thanks for watching and listening for an hour and 9 minutes. I'll be back next week to do another new iteration of Milk Crates and Turntables. And as I always say, you know it's coming. Doing this show for you, to quote my favorite artist, Morrissey. The pleasure, the privilege is mine. And I look forward to a lot more of these shows. This was very fun. This was fun for me. I mean it when I say it. This is extremely therapeutic for me. And sometimes I need that. And I know I could do this every Thursday night with no one watching, no one listening. Doesn't matter. This is absolutely therapeutic for me. And again, it's my church. I've come to that, taking almost a month off and everything that happened, looking back, I really have come to that conclusion that this is my church doing this. And I love it. It's not going anywhere. I'm 61 in, 12 days or something, 13 days. But I'll be doing this when I'm 71. I don't care. I'm coming up on 200 shows. No stop. Because it's music, right? It's fucking music. We can talk about music when you're 90. Although you probably won't want to hear me when I'm 90 because I'll be complaining about everything like my father does. But that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about him next week. All right, everybody. I'll see you next Thursday night for church. And I'm going to listen to some techno tonight. Isn't this shit smooth? I'm having a hard time leaving, aren't I? All right, I'm a